Is Thursday, May the 7th, 2026, and the quote that I chose today is from Orwell. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 plus 2 is 4. Uh, at face value, we can say that society dies uh, when truths become dangerous to say. Uh, we all need truths to grow. And when I say truths, I'm obviously talking about uncomfortable truths. But if anything, that shouldn't even be uh, important. I mean, truths are truths. They're universal. They're absolute. Anything else is just your interpretation of them. So in that sense, truth should never be dangerous. It should never hurt. It should never comfort. It's just truth. So when something as absolute as truth becomes dangerous, then it's always a warning sign. On the second level, uh, power begins where reality becomes negotiable. And that is true. Power, systems of power, rarely take the violent path first. Uh, they have more than enough mechanisms, uh, and they are not afraid of using violence. They are not above using violence, but they try not to use it if there are other more efficient ways. Um, and what I mean by that is, for example, before a government can control behavior, which is obviously the ultimate goal of a government. Because I sometimes I get comments like, "Oh man, you're so anti-government." It's not that I'm anti-government. I'm anti-corruption. I'm anti-greed. I'm anti-murder. I'm anti all these things, and it just so happens that the majority of the governments in this world, that's how they operate. That's not me. That's not my interpretation. Those are facts that you can easily collaborate. So it's not that I'm anti-government. It's just I'm anti these governments because the way they operate. So back to what I was saying. Before a government can control behavior, it must first control interpretation. An easy example of this would be uh, when they try to, again, just keep in mind that I am at a very basic level when it comes to interpreting these. So, and obviously English is not my native language, but I try to do what I can. So what I mean by this, for lack of a better word, if anything, this is probably not doing it justice. But when systems try to water down words, it's not it's not them innocently changing the syntax or the semantics of the words. No, it's them understanding the power of language. Language. I don't know if I said this. I have a very bad memory, but language is maybe the most important tool that we have as human beings to express our discontent, to fight systems. We fight these systems through language, through our combined resistance, not through violence. I genuinely distrust anybody that openly advocates the use of violence to overthrow any government or system. It's not necessary. Again, going back to what I was saying, governments aren't afraid to use force. If anything, you using force is exactly what they would want, so they can rationalize them using a lot more force. So yeah, nobody wins. I mean, they win, not us. So back to what I was saying. For example, if you've noticed things like the changing of the words. For example, you seldom hear the word torture. They chose enhanced uh, techniques of or enhanced interrogation. Now that's not just semantics. That's them understanding the power of language, and that torture just sounds wrong. It sounds painful. It sounds evil. Whereas enhanced interrogation seems diplomatic. And again, this is the most important thing that we need to understand, that this isn't just semantics, it's them understanding the importance of being able to change your perception through the language they choose to use. I mean, just keep in mind that they have trillions and trillions of dollars. I mean, they're the ones fucking printing money. You always wonder where all that shit, all that money goes. Well, this is where it goes to. It goes to them investing in their systems of power. They have no qualms over paying millions and billions in research for this kind of knowledge, for this kind of insight that they've gotten through. Well, again, I'm digressing. I apologize, but yeah, language is important. And before I run out of time, the last or the third layer, the final prison, is making us learn to doubt your own self-regulation and censorship, choosing the main narrative even when it isn't what we saw or heard, which is exactly what I was saying. It's not that we don't see it. It's just that we don't want to be left out. We don't want to be marginalized. So we rather say, "Oh, I didn't see that," or "Yeah, maybe I was wrong." Stuff like just look around you. How many times a day through news, through articles, is it proven that these politicians around the world are committing murder, they're committing rape, they have, dear Lord, they're running drugs, they're kidnapping people, they're torturing people, and they're still there. I mean, just think about that.